Today, I'm going to be sharing 10 dating advice lessons from a pimp. And no, I'm not a pimp. This video is not because I support pimps or I'm, encouraging you to be a pimp or anything like that. But I like to do my research on topics, and I don't just watch one program on TV. So for example, I don't just watch CNN for the news. I watch Fox as well, and I watch other news networks. So when I came across some videos about pimps and their relationships with women, and by the way, pimps can get women to do whatever they want, when they want, and how they want. And I was just kind of fascinated about that. So I thought to watch some videos and do a video on this and share these 10 things. You let me know in the comments what you think. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping video every day. All right, once again, disclaimer. This video is not because I promote pimps and that I think being a pimp is a good thing. Now, I believe that all of us should have an open mind. Right? I took philosophy in school, and there's always various sides to an argument. And there's things that you can learn from criminals, just like you can learn from non-criminals, okay? So these 10 things I thought were super interesting and kind of fascinating. Stick around for number 5, because number 5 is by far the best one that applies to all of us. All right, so I'm just going to get right into this. Okay, so number 1. If the woman has a bunch of male friends, that is a super red flag. Now, you might be thinking, well, if it's a pimp, why would that pimp care how many guy friends they have? Well, if the pimp's going to date someone, that's where this is coming from. If they're going to date someone, they're territorial like a male lion. They're like, oh, other male lions coming around? No, man, So, number 1, you guys, just keep I would say this is a strong yellow flag. When you meet a woman and she goes on and on about all these guy friends, be very cautious of that. So that's number 1. Number 2 is pimps don't like overly aggressive, hyper masculine alpha women. And I'm like, that's what most guys should also feel. Like, I don't like highly masculine women, alpha women. That's actually definitely a red flag, because there can only be one leader in the relationship, and that's got to be you. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is the feminist. So again, coming from the pimps world, they're like, oh, really? No, there's one leader in this relationship, and it's the man. So I thought that was interesting, and that's number 3 is watch out for the feminist. Number 4. Okay. This one, I really like this one. So this one was all of you guys watching this, you have to accept that you are competing with a lot of men. Women have a lot of options in terms of sexual options, right? They initially will start a relationship with a guy because of all the options. Now the guy chooses whether that relationship is going to be maintained over time. But at the beginning, women have more options than guys. And so you guys need to accept that you are competing. And if you're going to level up your game and you want to date younger women, more attractive women, right? And specifically, if you're like, you know what, I want women ideally because I'm attracted to this. Let's just say you're attracted to 7s, 8s, and 9s. I don't give any woman a 10. So 7, 8s, and 9s, you have to level up your damn game and you have to compete. And here's an example, okay? You have to be just as successful, just as good looking, right? Just as smart, just as funny, just as interesting, just as charismatic as all these other guys that these women are meeting. Bro, you need to level up your game like you would not believe if You want more options in your dating pool because the guys you're competing with are most likely better than you in many areas, but most of those areas you can improve. So just accept this is a competition and the winner takes all, right? Okay. There's no second place. And if you are second place, that's you're the guy that she's texting after 3 months of not texting, and then now she's circling back because you're like plan B. Okay. So winner takes all when it comes to one-on-one dating. All right. Number 5, and this was the best one. The best thing I heard from Pimp. Okay. In fact, a few pimps have said this on YouTube. And I'm like, shit, this is true. Okay. Number 5, you only get with the girl that likes you. Get with the girl that you like. Why is this important? Because if you are chasing the girl that you like, oh, she's got you around her finger and she will do all kinds of crazy shit. She will ask you for crazy shit. And guess what? You will simp for her. So the best thing, and this applies to regular guys as well, not just from a pimp. And they're like, look, you need to get with a girl that likes you basically more than you like them. And if you don't believe this concept, there's actually, it's interesting. When I heard this, I was like, shit, this is actually called part of the Fraser-Allen theory. So go research that. Fraser-Allen theory. Basically, the one you want doesn't want you, and the one that wants you, you don't want. Okay? But the difference here is that it's better to be with the one that you ultimately don't want. Okay? No relationship is 50-50, equal, love and like. One person always likes more or loves the other one more. So I thought this was super fascinating, and that's number 5. So number 6 is she doesn't have to love you. In fact, she doesn't even have to like you, but she has to respect you. And this is coming from pimps, and I'm like, that's 100% true. She doesn't have to love me. She doesn't have to like me. But damn, she better respect me, because as soon as that respect is gone, it's over. Like, you guys need to bail. And this happened in my marriage, right? She didn't ultimately love me. She didn't ultimately like me. And she certainly didn't respect me. And that's what's happening in so many marriages. And even when you're dating, and you guys need to remember this, as soon as those shit tests, because you're always going to get shit tests from every single woman, but as soon as those shit tests reach a level of disrespect, you need to check that behavior very, very quickly and sternly. And I'm not promoting physical violence at all. No, I'm saying you can use your words and you can be willing to walk away. That's what I mean. Okay. So the disrespect, and this is across the board for all men. Need to know that as soon as she disrespects you, boom, it's over, and you got to walk, man. Okay, so number 7. Oh, so number 7. This is wild and very true. A woman has to trust you in order for you to be in a position to get her to do what you want, the way you want, and when you want. She has to trust you. Most guys, she doesn't trust. Men are scary to most women, right? They are a physical threat. So that's a big thing that you need to work on at the very, very beginning, or like before you even your first date. She's got to trust you. So don't be inviting her over to your house before you've even gone out anywhere. Like, I'm not a fan of that. And some of you guys are like, hey, do you want to Netflix and chill for your first meeting? Like, you fucking stupid. So she has to trust you in order for you to now be able to invite her over to your place. It's pretty basic stuff, but putting it in point form, I think, just helps all of us, right? So that's number 7. She needs to trust you. Number 8, this is a big one, man. You need to be charming. And this is one of the things, the common traits of pimps. And again, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying being a pimp is a good thing, but we can learn everything from anyone. Even from criminals, there's things we can learn, like what not to do, right? and also what to do. Like, for example, some criminals, they have this confidence about them. It's channeled in the wrong place, but some of these criminals have confidence. They're just oozing with confidence, and you can learn from that. So being charming, that's one of the things that pimps are very good at. And that's something that you can practice to be good at in helping you be more comfortable around women and women more comfortable around you. Okay. Number 9, again, these are all things from pimps, guys, and you tell me in the comments whether you agree with this, you disagree with it. And again, I'll repeat it again. I'm not saying being a pimp is a good thing. No, I'm just saying we can learn from all kinds of professions and all kinds of people. Little bits. There's right? Little bits. Okay. So this was interesting is she wants you to provide for her. If you cannot provide for her, she is not going to be interested in you. And I found that kind of fascinating. That here they are, here are these pimps, they're trying to, recruit women into their fold. And one of the things that they do is they provide for her, right? In whatever capacities that is. I don't know specifically. But that is one thing you can bring into your dating game is knowing, wait a minute, she's ultimately looking for you to provide for her in some way, shape, or form. Mostly that's financially. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Number 10, okay, and I do have a bonus thing at the end. Number 10 is, I'm using this phrase, right? But I'm going to explain the context. Number 10 is to punish her bad behavior. I am not saying physically at all. No, let's just clarify that. What I'm talking about is if she starts disrespecting you, she's now has bad behavior because her shit tests have gone beyond shit tests. Now she's like disrespecting you, like blatantly. Well, how you punish her bad behavior is she needs to realize that you're willing to walk away, right? You're willing to pull away. And you're willing to make them accountable for what they've just said or what they've done in terms of your words. You are willing to have that conversation with her, that very, very uncomfortable conversation, because very few women, and I've asked women this, very few women can take responsibility and constructive feedback or constructive criticism. So you need to lay it down thick. When she disrespects you, you're like, whoa, that was not cool. You just disrespected me. I'm not going to tolerate that, and be willing to walk away. That's the context of what I mean about punishing her bad behavior, which all men need to do that, right? In terms of being able to walk away, hold your ground, pull away, and hold her accountable and responsible for her doing bad behavior things, all right? And the bonus thing is just remember this. She needs you more than you need her. Like, I don't understand you guys. You guys are like, you put women on a pedestal, and they're what are they providing to you in your life other than sex? Right? They're not paying your bills. You're paying your bills. And you're paying her bills a lot of times. So just remember that you need her more than she needs you. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I couldn't help it. I was like, I was researching this topic because I was like, all right, let's talk about this. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.